Hi everyone, good morning, welcome to Civvy Street. Today it's Unite. You're exercising at your own risk and taking responsibility for your own actions whilst doing this Unite class with me today. Let's start sitting on the floor in a cross-legged position. Sit up tall, roll your shoulders up, back and down and look straight ahead. Just take a couple of deep breaths in and out as we settle into the class. Look over your right shoulder and your left and your right and your left. To the center, roll your shoulders up, back and down a few times. And then just hunch them right up to your ears and drop them down. And again, hunch them right up, drop them down. One more. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, turn to your right, sit up tall and hold it here for a couple of deep breaths. And the other way. Exhale as you rotate. Couple of deep breaths in and out. You're going to come back to the center, fingers to the mat. Take your left arm up. Exhale, lean over into a side stretch. Reach through your fingertips, open up in between each rib. Keep your bottom on the floor. Let's do it the same the other way. Breathe in and breathe out into a big side bend. Come on out, fingertips on the mat, take your ear to your shoulder, stretching the side of your neck, and the other way. Come back to center, hands to your knees, round your back, and lift your chest, and release. Let's do it all again, a little bit quicker, starting with the rotation. So rotate one way. Rotate the other way. To the center, up and over, side stretch. And the other side. Back to center, ear to shoulder. Other side, ear to shoulder. Then it's the rounding of the back and the lifting of the chest. Okay, ready to go again. Rotation to your right. Rotation to your left. Side bend. Side bend. Ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder, rounding of the spine, lifting of the chest. One more time, rotation, rotation, side bend, and side bend, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder, rounding of the spine, lifting of the chest. Great stuff. Okay, that's got things moving through the upper body. Take your feet out in front of you. Lie down on your back for a shoulder bridge. Lift your hips high. Just a little bit of activation in the glutes, the lower back, the hamstrings. Take your hips down, roll yourself back up, bring the soles of your feet together and just lean forwards. Let your knees fall open. And then come back, feet flat on the floor this time. Walk your feet a little bit wider, probably sort of mat distance apart if I show you like this. So your feet are right on the edges of your mat. Take your hands behind you and then just windscreen wiper your legs side to side to get some movement through your hips. You might wiggle forward on your mat. Couple more. Great. Now sit with your legs crossed and roll onto your knees, then to all fours and eventually into extended child's pose. Take your hips back and your forehead onto the mat. Come on up to all fours, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. We're going to do a cat-cow here. So just a little bit more rounding and arching of the spine before we carry on. A little bit of pressure through the arms. And then come back to child's pose. Stretch out. Open your armpits. Okay. Come forwards to all fours. Tuck your toes, come to a plank and just hold it still. Lengthen through your body nice and long. Feet together if you can. Great start. Okay, taking your feet slightly apart. Lift your hips, come to a downward facing position. Now press one heel down, so you're feeling a stretch on the back of your legs. Change legs. Back to downward facing, lift your hips as high as you can. Transfer your weight back to a plank. Drop to your knees and lower your body all the way down to the ground. Press the top of your feet into the mat as you lift your chest up and forwards. Lift your hands off the mat to hover. And then release back down as we push all the way up and back to child's pose. All the way back up to all fours. Into your plank. Hips high for downward facing. Roll your body weight forward to plank once more, and this time lower to the ground without dropping to your knees. So you're stronger through your arms. Top of your feet on the mat, lift your chest up and forwards. Let your hands hover. Feel that in your back. Release down, push up to all fours. Push back to child's pose. Push up to all fours, tuck your toes, come to downward facing. Great. Look forward between your hands, step one foot between your hands, followed immediately by the other. Feet are together, with your belly resting on your thighs, lift your hips. Just hold it here for a few seconds. Make sure you've got some weight in the balls of your feet. Okay, you're going to take a deep breath in, stand up and reach up. Let's do it now, breathe in, reach up. Great. Breathe out, hands by your sides. I'm just going to step forwards a little bit. Breathe in, reach out and up. Breathe out, come all the way down to the mat. Breathe in, halfway up, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, hands to the mat. Step back one foot, then the other in plank. Lower yourself to the ground, all the way down. Top of your feet down, lift your chest up and forwards, lift your hands, let them hover. Release, push up to all fours, back to child's pose. Up to all fours, tuck your toes, come to downward facing. Step your right foot between your hands. Okay, give you a few seconds to get there. Make sure we're all there. And then drop your knee to the mat. So you're in a low lunge position. Scissor your front foot and your back knee towards each other to feel activation through these legs. Hands to your knee, lift up. Feel the stretch through your hip flexor, but try not to just sink into it so you're still feeling this scissoring so it's strong. Take your arms up And lean back slightly. Exhale, pull your elbows down, lift your chest. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, hands to the mat, and then lift your back knee off the mat. Legs are still strong. Take your arms up, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, hands to the mat. Step your back foot forwards. Lift your hips. Breathe in, stand all the way up. Breathe out, hands come down. Whew. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, hands come to the mat. Breathe in, halfway up. Breathe out, hands down, step back to a plank. Feel strong before we move on. Lower yourself to the mat. Lift your chest, let your hands hover. Relax, push back. Child's pose. All fours. Tuck your toes, downward facing. Step your left foot between your hands. Drop your knee to the mat. Release your foot. Scissor your foot and knee towards each other. Sit, lift your torso up. Reach up. Breathe out, bring your elbows down. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, hands to the mat. And we're going to lift the back knee up. Everyone there? Reach up into your high lunge. Breathe out into your mini back bend. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, hands down. Step your back foot forward, squeeze your knees together. And this time, come on up into a chair. Woo. Stand all the way up, hands by your sides. Great. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, hands come to the mat. Breathe in, come halfway up. Breathe out, hands down. You're going to step or jump to plank. Lower yourself to the ground. Lift your chest. Release. Push up, push back. To all fours. Toes to downward facing dog. Take your, which way should we go first? Let me think about this. Take your right foot forwards between your hands. Hold it there. Drop your knee to the mat. Lift your arms up. Pull your elbows down. Reach up. Hands to the mat. Lift your back knee. Reach up again. Pull your elbows down. Reach up. Hands to the mat. Step in. Come to a chair. Great stuff. Hands down in front. Squeezing your legs together. Take your right hand back so you're opening up. Into a twist. Stay deep in your legs. Come back to the front. Stand up. Hands down. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, come all the way down. Breathe in, come halfway up. Breathe out, hands down, step or jump to plank. Lower to the mat. Lift your chest and your hands. Press your feet down. Release, push up and back. Child's pose. It's all fours. Tuck your toes, it's downward facing. Take your left foot between your hands. Drop your knee to the mat. Lift up. Exhale to mini back bend, lift your chest. Reach up, hands back down. Tuck your toes, your knee comes up. You reach up, pull your elbows down. Reach up, hands to the mat. Step your back foot forwards, squeeze your legs together. Take your arms up, take a seat. Arms in front, take your left arm back, reach back. Back to the front, stand up. Take your arms down. Whew. Breathe in. Breathe out all the way down. Breathe in, halfway up. Breathe out, hands down, step or jump to plank. Lower to the mat. Lift your chest, lift your hands. Release, push up and back, child's pose. Back to all fours, tuck your toes, downward facing. Take your right foot between your hands. Stay here this time as you come straight into your high lunge. Pull your elbows down. Reach back up and pivot round so you open up. So this time now we're into a warrior pose. Front knee bent. Front thigh parallel with the mat is what you're aiming for. Arms are wide open. Sink deeper if you can. Look forwards. Take your back hand down, your front arm up with your palm towards your face. Reach high, lean back. Legs are strong. Straighten back up, well done. Come back round to your high lunge. Take your hands to the mat, low lunge. Step your back foot forwards. Take a seat. Arms in front. Right up, left hand back. Back to the front, stand up. Take your hands down. One more time. Breathe in, reach out and up. Breathe out, hands come all the way down. Come halfway up. Hands down, step or jump to plank. Lower to the ground. Lift your chest and your hands. Press your feet down. Release, push up and back to child's. Back to all fours. Tuck your toes, it's downward facing. Step your left foot between your hands. Stay in this high position as you reach your arms up. Pull your elbows down. Reach up again and pivot round. Front knee over ankle, front thigh parallel with the floor. Back leg straight, sink deeper. Look forwards to your fingers. Drop deeper. Take your back hand down, your front arm up with your palm towards your face. Stretch up and maybe even back a little bit. Let's straighten up again. Turn all the way back round to your high lunge. Take your hands to the mat. Step your back foot forwards. Take a seat. Brilliant. Arms in front. Take your right hand back into your twist. Come forwards. Stand up, reach up. Exhale, take your arms down by your sides. Oh, good. Well done, everyone. Time for a quick drink. Yeah. feet are about hip distance apart. Now stand really tall. So we're moving away from our yoga influenced moves to some Pilates influenced moves. So feet about hip distance apart, stand up tall and pull your shoulders back. But at the same time, brace through your abs, clench your glutes. Look straight ahead. So you're lengthening the back of your neck. You're not looking down, you're not looking up. We're going to start with alternating knee lifts, knee to chest. And as you lift your knee high, you should feel the glute clench on the other side. Bring your arms out to the sides. Bend your elbows, palms forwards. Okay, now we're all going to lift our right knee. Lift your right knee now. Turn to your right. Come back to the center. Take your foot down. Lift your left knee. Turn to your left. Back to the center. Take your foot down. And repeat. Slow and controlled. It's quite intense already. A bit of tricky balance to kick off the standing work. Let's do it again, once more at this pace. And now, we're going to speed that up ever so slightly, still with lots of control. Great, well done. Come back to center. Take your arms down, roll your shoulders back. Step your feet wide now, really wide. Turn your toes out. Again, you'll feel your glutes start to work. Just tuck your tail under a bit. Arms out, around as if you're holding a beach ball. Come on down into a squat. Press your knees out. And back up again. And again. So lift your elbows up. So arms are active. Wide squats, really opening through the groin. Just one more. Come on up. Walk your feet in. So you're still going to be doing a wide squat, but this time not as wide, because as you stand up, you're going to balance on one leg and lift the other leg to the side. Repeat. In 4, 3, 2, squat. Then lift your right leg up. And again, squat, right leg again. It's all about slow, controlled movement, using your core. To stabilize and balance. Now you're going to leave the last one up, leg up in the air. As you tap and lift. Elbows are still up. Brace your abs. Speed it up. Without touching the floor if you can. Keep your toe pointing forwards. Hold it. Rotate. Tiny, small move. Arms are still strong too. Take those rotations in the other direction. Hold it still. Take your arms out wide. And then diagonal. Bring your knee to your elbow and stretch away. 2 more. Great. Hold it. Stand up. Come to a tree. Well done, folks. not for long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step wide. Not too wide, because we're going to go straight into the leg lifts. Holding your beach ball. Going to do that on the other side. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Hold this one up. Strong arms as well as you tap. Great. Keep control. Speed it up. And here come your rotations from the hip. Change direction. Arms are still strong. Hold it still. Open up your arms. Diagonal. Knee to elbow. One more. Bring your foot up. Well done. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Pedal through your feet. Great stuff. Roll your shoulders back. Hip distance apart. Take your right leg back and then take it behind your front leg. Hips are forwards, arms are out to the side. Now squat down and up into a little curtsy squat. Reach right through your fingertips so you're really opening up your chest. Okay. Next time you stand up, tap the floor. So curtsy, make sure you're crossing behind. Next time you stand up, lift your foot off the floor. We're not kicking, we're just lifting, balancing again after a curtsy squat. One more. Next time you're going to come all the way around to the front, so you're rotating again. Rotating the leg, it's a bigger rotation. So you're coming in front of the leg and behind into a curtsy. Woo. Good hips, good balance, good core. Okay, leave the leg behind. Pulse. Stay low. Push your arms down and up. Palms forwards. Push your arms backwards and forwards. That's it. Great. Stay low in the legs. Circle your arms. Change direction. Hold it. Come on up. Take your right leg behind. Take your arms up in front. Bring your back knee through and press down with your hands and up with your knee. Again, reach up, come down. You're going to do it 2 more times. Great. Last one. Hold it there. Take your back foot down and up from the glutes. Pulse it. Again from the glutes. Now take your back foot down to the ground, arms in the air. You're going to drop down and stand up. Drop down, hold it, rotation. Back up with your arms and stand up. Do it again. So drop your knee down, rotate, come back, stand up. 2 more. And up, brilliant. Hands down, step in, feet to hip distance, step your left foot back. Step your left foot behind so that it's crossed. Arms out to the side, shoulders down, reach through your fingertips, hips forwards. So you're on your toe on your back foot. 8 squats. When you squat down, stand up, tap the floor. Lift your leg. Great glute work, great hip work. This is where we start to take it all the way around to the front in a rotation. Controlled movement is what we're after, remember? We did a few more of those, so. Well done. Next time, leave the leg behind, stay deep and pulse. Now stay deep in the legs, arms pulse down and up. Palms forwards as you pulse backwards and forwards. You've got rotations now with a deep breath. Change direction. Ooh, well done. Brilliant. So, hold it. Lift your back leg up, arms come forwards. Bring your back knee through, press down onto your knee and up into your hands. Reach up. Let's do that again. Press. You've got 2 more. Good core work. Hold it. Tap your toe to the ground and back up. Movement comes from the hip, from the glutes. Nice. 1 more. Speed it up. Great. Hold the leg. Step back a long way. Arms in the air. Lunge down. All the way up to standing. Okay. All right. Yeah, 1 more. Okay. And then come down. You're going to rotate. So you should have your right leg in front. Come down. Rotate. And back up. 2 more. Here's your last one. Well done, folks. Stand up. Arms down, step in, and pedal through your feet. Good effort. Roll your shoulders back. Well done. Grab a quick drink and then lie on your backs. Oh, good. Bring your feet in till your fingers touch your heels. Tilt your pelvis, push your knees forwards, and just come up into a shoulder bridge first of all. So it's just a shoulder bridge. Great. Take your hips down. Take your knees over your hips. Brace your abs. Look up to the ceiling. Come to alternating leg extensions. Keeping your abs braced throughout. So that's easy peasy. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees open, to do the same thing. So it's leg extension, but when you come back in, the soles of your feet come together. So there's a lot going on here. Hip rotation, leg extension, core activation. Let's do one more on each leg. Keep the soles of your feet together, keep your abs firmly braced as you start to lower both feet towards the ground and back up again. So you don't quite touch the ground, keep these abs activated throughout. Just let your knees fall open. Couple more. And this time, when you come to the top, stay there. Knees over hips, knees open. Squeeze your knees together and open. Knees together, hold them there. Legs to the ceiling, feet to the ceiling. Abs braced. Alternate straight leg extensions, down and up. Point your toe. One more like that. Okay, and then your leg comes straight down. Bend your knee in and cycle your leg back up. Change legs, straight down. Pull your knee in, back up. Again. All right. And another one. Okay. Hold it there. Take both legs down, just to a point where you can maintain tautness through your abs, and take the legs back up again. Let's go again. Great. And up. Bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. Feet to the floor, lift your upper body up, reach forwards, add a little pulse. For 4, 3, 2. Hug your knees in, roll yourself up to sitting. Feet on the floor, arms in front, hug your beach ball. Lift your chest. Lean back. Come forwards. Lean back but rotate one way. Come forwards, lean back, rotate the other way. to the center, and lean straight back again. Come on, all the way up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Grab hold of your feet and just slump forwards. Come back up, take your hands behind your back, take your feet to the edges of your mat again. And just like we did earlier, windscreen wiper your knees side to side. Come over one way and stay there. Okay, doesn't need to be perfect. Rotate one way. You might not rotate far. I don't. And then the other way. Come back to the center into a little side bend. And the other way. It's going to feel a little bit awkward. Let's do that again. So you've got rotations in both directions. And you've got side bends. Great. Take your hands back to the floor and windscreen wiper your legs over the other way. And hold it there. Rotation. And the other way. To center into a side bend. And a side bend. Do it again, rotation. Rotation, side bend, and side bend, and release. Come back to center. Cross your ankles, roll over onto your knees, and come to a kneeling position. Sit up tall. Yep, we're just kneeling, that's all we're doing. Take your hands to the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to downward facing. Pedal your feet a little bit quicker this time. I know you like to do that. And then walk your hands and feet towards each other, crunch into a little ball. I'm just going to turn and face you. When you're ready, come up to standing, breathe in, stretch and reach up. And then breathe out, take your hands down by your sides, roll your shoulders back. And that's it, folks. Well done. Brilliant. That's today's Unite class. Hope you feel better for it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for joining me. I definitely feel better for doing that. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I look forward to seeing you same time, same place in Civvy Street next week. I'm about to stop the recording.